Hey everyone, it's your boy, TheKempire. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. As always, if you're watching this live, be sure to like this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics. And shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. I always love it when I come into the chat and I see there's like a full-on conversation on the hot topic. I decided to do an afternoon lunch tea conversation with you guys. If you're on break from work right now, this is a perfect opportunity so I can give you some information that we've been gathering on Porsha Williams and her soon-to-be fiance, who's soon-to-be an ex-husband of Fallon Guobadia. But before we get into that, like this video. If you're not subscribed, we are over 12,000 subscribers. We were just celebrating 10,000. Our community, TheKempire, is growing. And for more information on how you can support the channel or follow me on social media will be available in the description of this video. And as always, we cite our sources. So any sources that we're talking about, we will be citing in this video a little bit later on. If you're watching this video afterwards, be sure to let us know your thoughts on the hot topic. Be kind, as always. We love different opinions, but be kind in the comment section. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I see you guys. We will be posting the link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. As I said to you before, this is just a lunch break conversation. And it is of course, about your girl, Porsha Williams. You notice how I said your girl? We're also live on the Kempire on Facebook, Kempire Radio Network on Facebook, and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Just in case you want options, the other options you have to watch us, we're also live on Periscope, the Kempire on Periscope, Twitter, and we're live on Twitch, the Kempire. All right, I see everyone's in the chat. Well, we have a lot to talk about in regards to Porsha Williams. I don't want to jump right in just because I want to give people an opportunity to get into the chat, to get comfortable. Look. There's so much happening. As I said to you before, they're supposed to start filming the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta next month. So I didn't expect that all of this stuff would be transpiring up until taping. I'm pretty sure that our girl, now it's our girl, your girl, Porsha will be coming back for another season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And her storyline is probably going to be all about Simon. If you missed the video that we did about Simon Guobadia selling his home that he shared with Fallon Guobadia for about $5 million, be sure to check that out. We did a whole tour of the home, and a lot of you didn't like it. A lot of you did, including myself. A lot of you didn't like it, but it seems as if this might be all for a storyline. Everything that's been coming out seems too in our face. Like, how is this okay? Even if the girl Fallon wasn't your friend, is this okay? Like, if I was Fallon, even if the relationship was ending, even though based on what we know, allegedly, it seems as if Fallon was still trying to fight for her marriage, even up until April. Even up until April, it feels as if Fallon was trying to fight for her marriage. Look, I know you all have different opinions on Fallon. Did she cheat? Did she cheat? Did she not cheat? Look. Either way, wouldn't you still be in your feelings? Someone that you shared your life with, someone that you had a blended family with, is now moving on so publicly. It's one thing to see your ex on social media, but to see your ex on every YouTube channel, every magazine, now it's going to be on television. And I know all of you want Fallon to come to the Real Housewives of Atlanta next season. I don't know the likelihood of that. As soon as I know, I will be sharing. As soon as I know, I'll be sharing. Natalie says, I love the house tours. We had a good time with that. We will be doing an exploration, not of the house today, but of Nigerian weddings. Because we're going to talk about Porsha and the wedding details that she shared on her other job. Look, you can say what you want about Porsha, but she does have multiple businesses and jobs. She's definitely taken advantage of her opportunity on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it seems as if she's trying to spin this opportunity into even more money and more opportunities. We will get into that. We have almost 100 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Thank you, Natalie, for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. All right, let's get into this because, look, I can't, wait on people if they're late. So we did find out I'm not going to go into the wedding details yet because I want to do a deep dive. TikTok, if you're wondering what we're talking about, head on over to... Ooh, did the sound go out? I saw someone said that the sound went out. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Well, now it seems as if everyone can hear me. Maybe your sound went out. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That way you can join in the conversation. That way I'll see your comments as well. And I will be posting the link for everyone to call in. All right, let's get into this. All right, everyone. Yeah, I hear you clearly. Thank you, Miriam. So yesterday, Miriam's girl, Porsha, Miriam's going to kill me for that. Miriam's girl, Porsha, announced that she has a new book coming out. A new book. And a lot of you had shady things to say, and I cannot be mad at you for being shady about the things that you were saying. This is a very good question. St. J wants to know, thank you, St. J, for the super chat. Has anyone actually signed a contract yet for season 14? Look, up until the last minute, some of these housewives won't sign a contract. No word out. That's a good question. We will be looking to find out if anyone has signed on. We probably won't really know for sure until the first date of filming. So we probably won't know until a couple of weeks. Actually, no, not a couple of weeks, probably a week from today. We'll have to go live again and report. These are the housewives that are coming back. But great question. Thank you, St. J, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Okay. Does anyone know how to write, Tara? Does anyone know how to write? All right. So Porsha has confirmed that she is coming out with a book in November. It's available for pre-order. Look, you're welcome, Porsha. We're talking about you and we're promoting your book. This is what you want. Is this perfect timing? Of course it is. So she posted this on her social media. Hold on. Let me just fix this. That's better. All right. So she took to her social media, and it's a long caption, but I'm going to read it. So her new book is called The Pursuit of Porsha: How I Grew into My Power and Purpose. Okay. I mean, this was the last thing I expected. I'm sure this is the last thing anyone expected, that Porsha Williams would be writing a book. It doesn't say that there's a co-author. I'm sure there is a ghostwriter. No shade to Porsha. Some of the best people that we know, some of the smartest people that we know have gotten a ghostwriter. There's no shade to it, but there is no ghostwriter's name anywhere on this cover. She looks beautiful, though. She looks beautiful. All right, let's get into this. Porsha for real says this on her Instagram, because that's the new press release. Okay. You may know my story, but you don't know my whole story. Damn, I almost said something else. That was not intentional, y'all. It was the way that it came out. Spotlights leave some things in the shadow. Sound bites, headlines, and rumors share only what sells. But there is so much more. And finally, I get to share it with you in my book. I wrote a book. Hashtag The Pursuit of Porsha. Releases in November. Inside, I take you back to the beginning, long before the television cameras came my way or the Underground Railroad. I added that last part. She should have did that. That would have been funny to me. Then I would be like, yeah, she's going to give us some real and she's going to give us some funny. Okay. But anyways, growing up, finding faith. Damn. Finding faith. This is kind of, all right. I'll let y'all weigh in. Growing up, finding faith, looking for love, searching for happiness. I get real about it all to give you a firsthand look at how I grew up into my power and purpose, and to help you find your purpose too. Check my link in bio to pre-order your copy of The Pursuit of Porsha today. P.S. There will be a huge book tour. Stay tuned. And I'm sure our girl, not paid by Monique, not paid by anyone, aka Miriam, will be in full attendance when she comes to New Jersey. Damn. Can we just look at some of the comments? Delilah herself, the queen of the Delilahs, Drew Sidor said, yes, fire emojis. Congrats, sis. Sheree, congrats, boo. Y'all better bring Sheree back. I know a lot of y'all don't want Sheree to come back, but y'all need to bring Sheree back because Sheree is friends with Simon. Sheree's friends with Akon, Akon's wife. She's in the mix. She's the bone carrier. And even if she's your friend, you can't trust Sheree not to throw you under a bus. Isn't that perfect for reality TV? Or is that just me? It might be just me. We have almost 200 people in the chat. Be sure to like this video. It's an easy and free way to support the channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And don't forget, a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, will be available tomorrow. It's available on all of your favorite podcast platforms, Google, Spotify, things like that. That's where we're able to talk real gully. I keep saying gully like y'all know that's real New York gully, right? That's a New York thing. Well, we talk greasy. That's also probably a New York thing. We talk very uncensored, unfiltered. There you go. Subscribe to the podcast because I'm going to be talking about this and so much more. We talk all hot topics. All right. So as you can see, yeah. I'm just going to see if there's anyone I didn't see. Okay, no one of importance. At first, I thought this was Kenya. I thought this was Kenya for a second right here. I was like, Kenya said something. I was like, nope. They probably got each other blocked. It is what it is. Oh, goodness. So your girl Porsha, yep, we're back to your girl. Your girl Porsha has written a book, The Pursuit of Porsha. It will be available in November. Perfect timing for the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's when Atlanta will be back by then. Another way to promote her book, her marriage, her relationship. Well, speaking of marriage, Porsha, one of her jobs on Dish Nation, she is talking about her relationship with Simon, and she revealed that she will be having 3 weddings. She said, and I had to write this down because I was like, what did she say? She's going to have a regular wedding, a regular American, Black American wedding. She's also going to, I'm sorry, TikTok, y'all in front of my way. Hold on. I have notes. She's going to be having a native law and custom wedding and a wedding at a home out the country. I'm assuming Simon has multiple homes outside the country. If you missed our previous video where we took a tour of Simon's home with Fallon that he's put on the market for $5 million. I'll post a link in the description of this video. Moderators, if you could post a link to the Simon tour in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. One of you moderators, that'd be greatly appreciated. Shout out to my moderators. You guys are holding it down. We are adding moderators all the time. Be sure to let us know in the chat if you're here every week. If you're just here for the first time, I'm not going to make you a moderator. Just an FYI. But if I see you here consistently, let me know in the chat right now, and I will definitely make you a moderator. Our moderators are so important to keeping the conversations, a conversation and not an argument. Look. All right. So after she said this on Dish Nation, so I would play the clip for you, but Dish Nation, they always play a little bit of music under it. Stop trying to get me copyright strikes on here, Dish Nation. I'm trying to show the people what she said. I mean, there's ways of getting around it, but look, y'all don't want to hear what she said because I can reenact it. No, y'all don't want me to reenact it. So she basically says that Simon is giving her carte blanche to plan this wedding. He says it's your wedding. You do whatever you want. That's where she announced that she will be having 3 weddings. 1 regular wedding, 1 native law and custom wedding. And shout out to my African folks shout out to y'all. We have a lot of really great African people that have called in and told me stuff I didn't know. So please weigh in on regards to Nigerian customs. But I end up doing a Google search. I hope I did a Google search, and you just kind of start digging. You start digging, and you're like, oh, I'm on Simon's LinkedIn page. I'm on Simon's company's web page. I'm looking up Nigerian wedding customs. You want to go through them? Well, look. Remember, this is a Google search. This is not fact. I just want to point this out because I have to say that because some of y'all be in the comments be like, oh, that's not fact. That's not how it goes. I'm not saying this is fact, but this is what I found in my Google search. We have almost 200 people in the chat. Like this video. It's a great and easy way to support the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, shout out to our girl, Diana. Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a great birthday. Diana says this, hope the border is still closed once she launches her tour. Damn, Diana. Oh, that killed me. That killed me. That really, damn, that was a good one though. That was good. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I did a deep dive. I did a deep dive in regards to weddings, Nigerian weddings. Let me see if I can find my notes. Oh, Lord. I didn't realize Simon has 5 kids based on some of my research today, because I was like, because no one knows who Simon is. It's not like he has a Wikipedia page. I was on his LinkedIn. Lord, I was way too much. So here's something that I found from Orange Blossom Special Events. As I said before, I will always cite my sources, so I'll be posting links in the description after this live. So this is just an afternoon chat. I decided, I'm sure everyone's on a lunch break. Why not join me and talk about some Porsha? We will be live after 4 p.m., about what, I think 4 or 5 p.m., talking and recapping the Real Housewives of New York, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion. Mark your reminders. We just posted it right before this live, so you don't miss out. Because I know a lot of you say, oh my God, I missed the live. Hit those reminders. We'll be live again later to recap those 3 different shows. So I fell upon this website. Shout out to Orange Blossom Special Events. And they posted this June 8th of 2020. 10 Nigerian wedding traditions and customs we love. So first of all, traditionally, they have 2 weddings. Traditionally, Nigerians have 2 weddings. At first, before I looked up, what type of wedding, I was like, wait, is Simon Nigerian? And based on what I could find on Simon Guobadia, I believe he's Nigerian. You guys can confirm in the chat. And if he isn't, then look. This is 10 Nigerian wedding customs, traditions and customs that we love. 1, a dowry. If you don't know what a dowry is, before the ceremony can begin, the bride and her family will typically provide the groom and his family with a list of dowry requirements. Do you think Miss Diane gave him a dowry requirement? We know there's a dowry requirement. In other words, the groom and his family are required to provide the bride and her family with all the items on the list before the engagement can be official. The dowry can contain anything from fruit, candy, and clothes to a new car. If the groom is unable to provide these items, the engagement cannot proceed. Damn. Do y'all think that was a dowry? Do you think Porsha's mom, Miss Diane, gave a dowry? Lord, let me minimize. I have way too many windows open. Let me minimize some of this, y'all. I don't want to lose you in the shuffle of all of this. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We have almost 250 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Support the channel. It's an easy and free way to support the channel. Hold on. I'm also handling all this stuff on my own. So let me just look. I'm also producer in chief. All right. So typically in a Nigerian wedding, and I'm not trying to act like an expert. This is what I found on Google. Oh, Bunny says he can get her a goat. I've heard of that too. All right. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I just want to say, please do not disrespect Miss Diane in the chat. As I said to you before, I love you guys, but let's be respectful of people's mamas. All right. Anyways, hold on, y'all. Okay, let's go back. So we're talking about Porsha's wedding. Porsha said during her Dish Nation job that she's going to have 3 weddings: a native law and custom wedding, a regular Black American wedding, and another wedding abroad in one of, I'm guessing his homes, because she don't have homes abroad. All right, double ceremonies. Most Nigerian American couples have 2 wedding ceremonies. The first is cultural and contains most of the traditional Nigerian elements. The second is typically a religious ceremony. Each ceremony is preceded over by a separate officiant. No guest list. Really? Traditionally, Nigerian weddings won't have a guest list. The entire community is welcome, and an abundance of food and drink is available in case you end up with your entire community in attendance. Okay. And if I mispronounce some of these words, I apologize. I'm going to post the link for you guys to call in and share your... Matter of fact, I'm going to post the link now. I won't be taking calls just yet. I will post the link now, though, so you guys can call in. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm doing multiple things. So hold on. Posting the link. All right. All right. So if you're just joining us, be sure to like the video. We have almost 300 people in the room. I love it when you guys get involved in the mess. All right. Let me get back to this. So we're talking about the 10 things that typically happen in a Nigerian wedding. All right. So we already talked about the dowry. We already talked about the double ceremonies. There's no guest list. Alaga, I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. An alaga, traditionally a woman, is a Nigerian wedding ceremony officiant, or MC, whose job is to heckle the groom and his friends as entertainment for the wedding's guests. A gele, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Nigerian bride wears a traditional ornate headpiece called a gele. The bridesmaids and families also follow suit and wear a gele to honor the cultural traditions of the day. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Look. All right. And then, okay, Asbo Ebby. Lord, I apologize. Asbo Ebby directly translates to family clothes. Nigerian couples choose what their guests wear by assigning a color for the bride's family and a separate color for the groom's family. Oh, wait a second. That happened. Yes, that happened. I've experienced this. Never mind. I got a little experience with an African wedding. All right. Actually, next time, remind me, y'all. The next time we talk about Porsha, I'm going to wear my outfit. I'm going to wear my outfit that I was given to wear for this traditionally Nigerian wedding. All right. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So the next thing, proposal and acceptance. In advance of the wedding, a Nigerian groom is required to write a letter of intent to the bride's parents. This letter is symbolic of a proposal and is presented to the bride's family. The letter is typically read aloud by a member of the bride's family, after which acceptance is given to the groom on behalf of the bride's family. I like all these traditions. I really do. Okay, prostration. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize. During the ceremony, it's essential for the groom to prostrate. Okay. The groom, typically along with his groomsmen, will lay flat on the ground with their faces down at the feet of the bride's family. This is symbolic of the groom honoring the bride's family for raising his future wife. Throughout the ceremony, the groom has to earn the love and honor of the bride's family, and this is one way he does it. The groom and groomsmen also prostrate at the feet of the groom's parents as a sign of respect. I like learning new things. Anyone else? Anyone else like learning new things? I really enjoy learning new things. And now we'll know all of this before Porsha does, because you know Porsha didn't Google nothing yet about this, the traditions for a Nigerian wedding. Look, she's probably watching this video. Hey, Porsha. Portia's watching this video and learning about what she needs to do for the wedding. Okay, let's get back into it. So we've learned about the gele, the alaga, we learned about the dowry, we learned about prostration. Now let's talk about the wedding cake. During a cultural Nigerian wedding ceremony, the bride and groom cut a cake. This tradition is different from what we're used to seeing at American weddings, when the cake is typically cut during the reception. The cake is cut during the Nigerian ceremony to symbolize rice and sweet happiness. And finally, let's talk about the food at a Nigerian wedding. Food for the party after the ceremony is typically provided by the family of the bride. Traditionally, the entire meal is prepared by the bride's mom and her family in her home kitchen. So no catering. Miss Diane don't look like she cook. Have we ever seen Miss Diane cook? That's not going to happen then, right? All right. Alternatively, couples can secure the services of a Nigerian caterer. All right, now we're talking. Nigerian caterer who can make an authentic home-cooked meal for guests to enjoy while they wander on and off the dance floor. Most importantly, Nigerian weddings are fun. You will not be disappointed if given the opportunity to attend this meaningful cultural event. Now I need to go to a Nigerian wedding, and I need to go to a Indian wedding, because there's just so much. They have so much fun. If you're just joining us, we have almost 300 people in the chat. We decided to do a afternoon lunch break conversation. I hope that you guys enjoy this. We're about to take up some callers to hear your thoughts on Porsha's new book, The Pursuit of Porsha. And we just revealed to you that there is 3 weddings, not 2. Typically in Nigerian culture, you would have Nigerian and American culture, the mix, you would have 2 weddings. Porsha is going to have 3 because, you know, Porsha is extra, which is fine. I did want to share with you guys some photos, though. Hold on. I didn't upload the photos, so I didn't have time to upload the photos. But this is, look, I was going to do some shadiness with the pictures, but I'm not going to do the shadiness. I'm just going to show you what we would typically see at a Nigerian wedding. And I think this is gorgeous. Not sure why all these people mostly white, but it is what it is. Maybe I think she married a Nigerian man. Let me open that photo. I know everyone's gonna be like, who's that white woman? I think she married a Nigerian man, y'all. I think she married a Nigerian man. Hold on. Oh, good. Here we go. Yes, she married a Nigerian man. I love it, though. I love it. I love the colors. I love the celebration. I love the traditions. And I feel like we learned a lot. Not only did we learn, you didn't get just the hot tea, you also got some cultural lessons. And I'm sure you guys will let us know more Nigerian and other cultural things stemming from African weddings in the comments. I love it. I love to learn. Okay. I'm going to take some callers. I'm going to take some, someone, okay. Hold on. Close your legs to married men.
How's it going, Kempire? What's going on?
Who is this?
Oh, I was wrong road. That was the other day. I was wrong road, so I changed it up to keep it fresh.
You're like Miriam right now. I can't keep up.
Oh, no, Miriam, I love Miriam, so I definitely got it from her, so I'm not going to be the originator. But yeah, this just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm like, damn, Porsha, are you that down financial, like, karma or something? Like, are you broke? Because this is, like, too much for someone who has it already made, at least to us. So, I mean, if Nene can write a book and call her bridesmaids bridemaid, then Porsha can write a book as well. I'm here for it.
Damn, I forgot about the bridemaid.
So yeah, but
are you going to be reading it though?
No, I'll probably find it on some kind of like offshore website and download it for free, but I don't think I'm gonna spend my money. It's just too much. I'm sorry, Porsha is making it hard for me to love and support her right now. It's just a lot.
Do you think this is a storyline? Because now we have her talking so much about the wedding now, and now a book and the talk of a spinoff. What is this a storyline?
To me, it feels like it because no one's life is this dramatic in real life to me. So the fact that all of this is happening in succession with the fact that he's married to Fallon and still is a divorce, I'm like, that's not a way to like even present your life. Like reality TV is like scripted now, so it's not even like, enjoyable. But I kind of wanted to point something out because I've been looking at social media. I don't think her mother probably approves of this union because I don't see her really posting as much as Lauren has or even her on her page. And I think this probably is triggering for her because if I'm not correct, I believe Porsha's father left Miss Diane for Lauren's mother.
Oh, I forgot that part. So you think she's triggered?
I feel like she is. That's why I think she's choosing silence because she doesn't want to kind of just disagree publicly with her daughter because that would look even worse that your mother sees the warning signs before you do.
And speaking of Femtaro, shout out to Femtaro. Femtaro said that Miss Diane is not happy with this whole situation. I'll post the link of our conversation where we dig deeper into Porsha and this whole Simon situation. Any other thoughts before I let you go? I don't even know your real name. Every name is close your legs to married men. The other one was wrong road.
Yeah, I keep you guessing. Final thoughts. I mean, we're in for a one hell of a season. So, I mean, it's going to be fun to watch, but my heart's going to break for Porsha because the pomp and circumstance that she's about to go through is great, but it's another thing when you're in the day-to-day marriage with a West African man. And I can say that because my family is from West Africa. So
Okay.
I just hope she's strong enough to endure what's ahead.
How did I, before I let you go, how did I do in regards to talking about the Nigerian weddings?
Well, I don't know much about Nigeria. I'm from Liberia, but
Yeah.
my cousin, not my cousin, my sister, she actually was a bridesmaid in her friend's wedding. She's Nigerian, and it was very similar to that, where they had two ceremonies, and like there was a lot of stuff that was happening. So I think it was spot on, but I could be wrong.
Okay. And I hate to put you on the spot because I know not every African is the same.
Put me on the spot.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna call you T because the thing on your avatar is T. So I'm gonna call you T. Thanks, right. T.
No problem. Take care, everyone.
I'm gonna bring up. Hold on, Lord, the back here is. I'm gonna bring my girl Lisa up. Lisa.
Hi, darling. Lisa,
why are you shaking your head?
Good afternoon, everybody. Yes,
how are you?
Man, I'm so tired of Porsha.
I always have to preface by saying that you were Team Porsha for a very long time until the Simon situation.
Yes, I was. And every time you kind of defend her, she come up with some stuff. Child, this man have been married 4 times. You're going to be his 4th wife. So y'all going to have 3 weddings. Come on now.
I mean, in all fairness, this will only be her 2nd wedding.
I don't believe they're going to get married. This is number 4 storyline. Sam kind of be in the spotlight because he was trying to get Fallon on. That didn't work. So he's going to go to Porsha. Porsha, she ain't quite right. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay.
Are you going to read the book, Lisa? Are you going to read the book?
Oh, I ain't reading that book. I ain't reading Nene book. So, and I love me some Nene.
Will you listen to the audio, maybe?
No, I'm not listening to none of that mess. I'm for her. I was for her. Until when you being inside somebody's house, then you up. I don't give a care. It's too messy. It's too messy for me. It's messy boots. That was just in October. They was inside this girl house.
Well, they're selling it. They're gonna be in a new house.
I know she probably told him she didn't want to be in a new house, child. Please. This man has been married. This man has been married. This is gonna be the 4th wife. You're gonna be the 4th wife. So ain't nothing new. I guess I believe it all for television. And when you do what you just did, it's I can't work with you no more. So I said, why we keep talking about her? That's why she keep doing it. But to every time,
you blaming me? You're blaming me?
I'm blaming everybody. Because Ben Telly told you she loving it. She loving it. And when you but you mess with my emotions, now you make me want to slap you. You mess with my emotions because I be having your back. I be kind of defend you. Like somebody say something about my Kempire, I have to defend you.
I hope I don't ruin you. To the point where you're like, I can't even defend Kempire anymore.
That's how hard I love. That's why they call me Lovable Lisa, baby, because I love hard. And I defend, and not go up front, I defend them. And I had been defending her. And I mean, I can't defend this no more. Don't nobody care. Go to Africa, I got 3 weddings, because you the 4th wife. You're not the main wife no more. You're not the main wife. You the 4th wife.
Damn.
4. She number 4, y'all. Somebody gonna be coming. Number 5 gonna be coming 2 years later. Like they did coming.
2 years later.
They're gonna be coming finally, and he gonna bring somebody inside your household.
Lisa, I love you. We have to go because this is only a lunchtime break show.
I love you, darling.
And I thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts.
Okay.
All right, Cassie, I'm going to bring you up really quickly. Just share your thoughts. As I said before, this is a quick live to talk about Porsha's new book and her 3 weddings. Cassie, thoughts?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
So I will not be reading her book. A few celebrities in South Africa have written books, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not wasting my money. I study psychology, so I'd rather read a book by Freud rather than these people. So I'm not going to read her books.
First of all, I've read a book by Freud, so the fact that you'd rather read Freud.
Yeah, ouch! So I'd rather read that. Yeah, that part. And then, okay, this whole 3 weddings as an African that they paid dowry for. And that's a very important thing. It's about telling the family that you want to thank the family for raising someone very well. I'm not so sure what we're thanking her family for, but okay. And then as well, the 3 weddings, it depends. Okay. There isn't like a overall cultural practice in terms of wedding. So each different tribe, there's like different tribes. Each different tribe does their own thing. And then each, My husband is participating today. He's decided that since I'm on Kempire, he's saying ethnicity in the background.
Oh.
So each different tribe does things differently, and then each different family within the tribe might deviate from like the overall plan. So depending on how his family does things, I was trying to check if Fallon and he had a traditional wedding. They call it a cultural wedding, traditional wedding. So I'm trying to check if they had one. I didn't see anything. I'm wondering. My question is, how many wives does this man have?
Like currently?
Yes. Because in Africa, like some cultures allow you to have more than one wife. And okay, his bio says from Benin. I'm not so sure. I know in Nigeria, in East Africa, in Southern Africa, and also West Africa, North Africa as well, they do allow you to have more than one wife. So there might be traditional wives, meaning that these women haven't had a civil ceremony, meaning it's not legally recognized sometimes.
Okay.
But they are legally recognized. So how many wives does he have? Because my husband can, in his culture, he can marry me and some other people. He's not allowed to, though. He can marry me.
Just a reminder.
Yes, just a reminder, baby. And then culturally, he can have other wives. So I'm just a bit wary. Does she actually understand what she's getting herself into? Because he can have other wives culturally.
Well, we have to remember, this is not necessarily a new situation for Porsha in regards to dating someone African. We have to remember that part.
Yeah, his cousin. I read that part. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, that happened. Allegedly.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, I am a Western African girl. This culture stuff was a lot of shock for me when I was getting married. So as an African, if it was a lot for me, I can only imagine what it is for an American.
Wow.
Yeah, good luck. Because you signed up for it. You wanted it bad. Now you got it. Good luck.
Cassie, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your experience because I feel like I've learned a little bit more.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you. All right. We have a couple more people that I want to bring up. But before we do that, when Femme Tarot tells me there won't be a wedding, I believe it. She also says this. When Kempire and I did a reading on the Atlanta Housewives, I didn't see a wedding, and I saw them lasting 1 year to a year. We will be posting the links to the readings for the Housewives and specifically Porsha in the description of this video after the live. If you have not subscribed to Femme Tarot's channel, you see me drop by there every week where we are reading some of your favorite celebrities. So shout out to Femme Tarot. All right. For the folks that are coming up now, I'm just going to bring you up very quickly, just because I said before, this is just an afternoon tea, lunch break for those of us that are working. All right. Curvy, New Jersey, how are you?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Hi, everyone. I just love your show and your platform. Good luck and everything.
Thank you.
So I have to say I was a Porsha stan. I remember her in the Mystical video, being a video vixen and, and then getting married to Cordell. So I was rooting for her come up. So this right here, to be honest, I'm kind of, disturbed by it. I work with children, I work with teenagers. And, the logic is, well, she just get into the bag. Why you care? She just get into the bag. And it's one thing, like her previous boyfriend who was African, that's a get into the bag situation. She didn't hurt anybody by it because there was no wife around, right?
Allegedly, I heard there was a wife.
Oh, wow. So that makes it worse. Okay.
I mean, allegedly, okay. That's what we heard. We heard he was married.
Okay. But, for this situation, it's one thing to do this act when you're like 25, 31, but if you're 40, or 39, knocking on 40, you got to know better. And like the late Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. And so I cannot rock with Porsha anymore. And I'm talking about I was a supporter of her, especially when she did an article in the New York Times highlighting her achievements in BLM and being an activist. And I think this decision to try to secure a storyline for Bravo, allegedly, I think it's messed up and it tarnishes her image. And so when I read a book, if it's like a fun book or a self-development book, I'm not reading on how to grab a married man. You know what I mean? I'm reading a book on how to be a better person. Like the last book I read was by Shonda Rhimes, like say The Year of Yes. And that was very inspiring. So no, I'm not going to read your book. And, also I heard that Shamia, or she put it out there that Shamia hooked them up. Yeah. And I'm even more perturbed by that because Shamia is an actual wife. And so, even though her and Fallon may have, not her, but Fallon and her husband are in a tight situation. They're separated, as they say. They're still married. Yep, they are. Then they're still married. And then also with Drew encouraging her on Instagram, saying, yes, sis, yes. But weren't you the same person that was getting on Toya about saying Delilah spirit and saying, separation and all these things? So it's like, in my Nicki Minaj voice, like pick a side. What side are you? Which side are you, Drew? Because you're being kind of a hypocrite, and you barely you barely skating by being on RHOA. So come on, you got to pick a side. So, I mean, Porsha, to me, I am not buying her book. Again, I unfollowed her. And for the married women that are siding with Porsha, help me to understand. Help me to understand, because I'm single, I'm not married, but I respect marriage because that's a covenant, that's a vow, that's a support. Whether you're gay or straight, it's still a marriage. So you have to respect that. And so for her to kind of like showcase that and say, I'm getting to the bag, we're in love, only dating for a month, and meanwhile, he's married and this beautiful wife has 3 children. Not by him, but just 3 children, leaving her out there like that. I think it's kind of messed up. It's not woman empowerment at all.
Which is interesting. I'm not sure if you saw the clip where Porsha was talking about, the weddings on Dish Nation. Debrat at one point says, I'm surprised that you're inviting, Sherry Shepherd to all of the weddings when you said you didn't want me to come to your home because you didn't want your man looking at me.
Yes, I saw that. And I'm also surprised at Sherry Shepherd because Sherry Shepherd was married at one point and Lamont cheated on her. And actually, she's paying child support to a baby that's not technically hers. So, I guess it's all for show. Like, let me smile so I can catch my check. But sometimes
it feels that way when you're watching them.
Yeah, it's like, but sometimes I feel like we need that real. Are you understanding what the people on Twitter are saying? Like, I'm confused about everyone supporting Porsha at this point when you all been affected by marriages that were, by other women, other women messing up your marriages. It's kind of messed up.
Curvy Jersey, I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you, love. Have a great week.
You too. Lala, I'm going to bring you up really quickly. If you want to come and just wave that you're ready to come up. Lala Steele. Are you going to come up? Wave to the camera. Let me know you want to come. All right. You're not waving, so I'm not going to bring you up. I'm going to bring up Miriam. Sorry, Miriam. I want to get some, because I know you always have a lot to say.
Oh, gosh. First.
Wait, before you say it.
Okay, go ahead.
We have almost 500 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. And be sure to check out the links in the description of this video to support the channel and follow me on my social media. Don't forget, a new episode of The Kempire on Kempire Radio, the podcast, will be available tomorrow. It's available on all of your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Google, Apple, everywhere. So be sure to subscribe to Kempire Radio so you can get an uncensored version of my conversation on some of your favorite hot topics. And don't forget to subscribe to Kempire Daily here on YouTube. We are giving you daily and consistent hot topics. Miriam, thank you for the antics while I said that.
No, because what's the big deal? Like, there's no brainer. Subscribe. Hello. Here you will get the up to the minute. That's it.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts. A penny for my thoughts, huh?
Yes,
First of
only
all,
a penny.
she is not my girl. I twirl. She is not my girl. Second, we learned about Nigerian weddings, not from Porsha. Don't give her this credit. Your girl Angela taught us a lot about that, and all TLC 90 Day Fiance. We know about dowry and that kind of stuff. We knew that. But now maybe we'll see someone with a lot of wives already. And that's the big question. How many wives he currently has?
Ooh.
I caught that shit.
He only has one here in the United States.
Oh yeah, sure.
And in a fiance. He has a wife and a fiance in the United States.
As far as to reading the book, I won't be reading. I will read the book. And by the way, I am so confused about the title because usually aspirational books, you want to be like them, just like this one.
Oh, this she pulled out. Oh, yes.
This is a book I read. I got the paperback so that it's my cocktail table because I want my daughters to look at it every time they go to the living room. I aspire to be this woman. The Pursuit is a cheetah brand, let's face it. And what is she going to teach us? She's going to teach us how to snatch a married man. We don't need to buy a book for that. We just watch her. We just watch her show.
Miriam,
trying to say that. Oh my God.
Did you watch her talk about the 3 weddings that she's going to have?
Hell no. No. Seriously.
But you missed out on that little tidbit where Debrat was saying, remember you told me I couldn't come around your man because
no, I read you. No, I watched you.
You watched me talk about it. What are your thoughts on that?
I would never give my viewership to Porsha because I don't condone her behavior, her hypocritical friendship behavior, let alone this. Her cop-out was that she's not real, the friend of Fallon. And then rumors that it was Fallon who brought her into her home to like indirectly suggest something else. I don't care, even if it's that. I want to know, will Porsha be letting Shamia come into her room? The lapdog? Lapdogs usually
let's not call her a lapdog.
Usually lapdogs, when they go to a bedroom, the first thing they hop on is the bed. Is she going to be okay with that? Cut that shit.
Miriam, you are on fire right now.
I just had lunch.
I'm gonna bring up my girl Marcella. Marcella's in the building. Marcella, you ready for me? Marcella.
I'm just Shamia's not a lapdog. They are friends. Okay. The 3 weddings will be one for an intimate one for his culture. Whether he has wives in Africa or not, he has one in the States, which is legal. I understand. Yeah. And I want y'all to understand that before all this occurred, that Porsha and Fallon were not friends. Porsha bought her on, but Dennis and Simon knew each other for a long time. And Porsha listens to you, Kemp, because I told her she needed to hear your show this particular day. And she made sure that they posted her YouTube of what her house looked like, every room. And I shared that with Miriam when she called me yesterday. Yeah, so it's on my page on what her home looks like. And it's very clean, wouldn't you say?
We need a blue light. We need a blue light.
Stop, Miriam. Wait, no, let me just say this. That was a comment made by one of our callers. I'm not going to look anywhere. But I did say on my part that I really never paid attention.
She loved you. I have told all about that tea about you. I have told Heavenly and them they need to watch you. You're articulate and they love it. You know, they can take criticism. That's what part of being on this show is.
Because I'm a straight shooter. Just because you love me today, you might not love me tomorrow.
But guess what? We can respect you. And that's what I love. You know, I'm on my other page, but I love coming over here to see what you have to say. On my Facebook page, I try to put things out what I know personally. And if somebody asks me, I try to be as honest as I can. If I don't know, I'll tell you. So she's team twirl, but me and Miriam have a good relationship. You know,
See, and that's what I
respect her.
love. I love that. I think that's so important that
We're
you
gonna
say
meet
that.
in New York when she comes to New
Yeah,
York.
I'm team
you joining?
Porsha, and you know, I know a lot of women feel because their husbands might have messed around and they've been in this situation, it hurts. I've been in this situation, but you know what? We get up, we dust ourselves off, then we move on. Everybody has a different thing.
What do you think about the book? You know, a lot of people are criticizing her for the book. What are your thoughts on her book, The Pursuit of Porsha?
Well, you know what? Some people are going to buy it to support a Black business, may not read it. I want to see what's in the book myself to, just to read it.
Is it I didn't do my research in regards to the publishing house. Is it a Black-owned publishing house too?
No.
Okay.
No. But it's going to be about her life. A lot of things occurred to her when she was married to Cordell, after Cordell. And then I guess she's going to read and give y'all all the answers y'all want up to Simon. So some things that she's revealing to y'all in this book. And, if you don't want it, tell your friend to buy one and then share the same book. But,
I started this. I said, I'm giving free promotion for this book because we have almost 500 people in the chat and we're talking about the book. So, there will be people that are curious and that will read the book. I know I have to. It's part of my required reading.
But do you own her sheet?
No, but you know what? I interviewed Porsha first season.
I'm going to cash app you the money. And
I want to cash app me the money. Wait, no, let me say this.
I love those
cash
sheets.
app me to get Kenya more hair care.
Oh, gosh.
You don't need that.
I interviewed Porsha her first season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sweet, sweet woman. And she talked about launching that business. It had not launched yet. I think it took a couple of years before she actually launched it. So for me to see her talk about those things so long ago and for it to happen, I was like, I've said it multiple times here on the channel. She's definitely one of the most evolved housewives. And then, this year happened.
But in our community, in our Black community too, I don't care if people believe what she did with Breonna Taylor was real or not. It was very real. She didn't go to jail for the cameras. Mm-hmm. This was something that's embedded in her family, and for people to say that, because in our community, we still having murders and crime and stuff, and she gets involved. And not only does she involve her checks and money, she gets behind the line. There's a lot of things that she does behind the scenes. Like, I may not like everything Kandi do, but Kandi feeds the homeless and give behind the scenes. So some of them are taking this platform and using it for the good. Some of them are making money off this platform. But believe me, all of them are actresses. They're not going to show you their entire lives, and you only see 15 minutes and you make an assessment. It's what they're doing behind the lines, because a lot of people may not know Heavenly do people's teeth for free.
Yeah.
Some of them fans and followers that y'all don't know, it's absolutely free. But she doesn't come up here and say, well, I did my fan from Oklahoma's teeth for free. So we could talk about what we see on the show, but these are real people and they don't give a damn what y'all say because they're making money at your criticism.
And I think it's important, the fact that you brought that up in regards to people questioning her activism, because I think it's necessary, and I bring it up every time we talk about it, is that no matter what, those police officers don't know who Porsha Williams is. So if they're arresting her or they're brutal to her, or if they're, physically harm her in front of cameras, they're going to do it regardless. They don't care who she is. And trust and believe, they don't know who she is. We do. And of course, it's going to make headlines. But I don't play that game with people saying that she's using it for a storyline or whatever it may be, because she literally could have been killed on camera for all that we know.
All right,
Go ahead, Miriam.
Where there was no camera. So I just want, I value everybody's opinion. Miriam is on my page. So some of the stuff that she sees over there, she's able to come back over here and share it. But I try to if Miriam called me, I'll give her a little bit of the story before she comes out and say it. But not only do I give her the story, I let her know it's posted on my page. You're able to see the facts and another source besides me. What Porsha do with her panties is her business. Because guess what? What goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. If she do wrong, the Bible says you will reap with yourself. So
True.
it's entertainment to us. So all of them are entertaining to me, and I enjoy watching it as y'all do. But what I know privately, I will ask, can I tell? So
Yes.
y'all just gotta keep looking. Me and Miriam have a good relationship, so when she say things,
Can I say
I don't
something
get
to
upset.
that, to our
Yeah.
relationship?
Go ahead, Miriam, because we're about to round this out.
Yeah.
Lunch break is almost over, y'all.
Marcella was the first person I talked to when I was trembling during the White House, during the DC insurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Just let's put that into perspective. Yes, they are entertaining, and we only talk on what they do on TV. But this is where I'm going to be, again, objective, but people will say I'm just a hater. I feel like Porsha, if she's really evolved, if she's really for Black businesses, why did she miss the opportunity to have a Black owned publishing house to do her book? This is where I have, she's like, Porsha is like that engine that could. She always misses opportunities, just like she missed the opportunity to be really inclusive and be the bigger person and include Kenya under the umbrella of her activism and not icing her out. She missed another opportunity here with her book. A lot of people will buy her book. I'm not one of them.
No, Miriam, you got to understand, and there's another show. Sometimes Black folks who's working with us don't want to pay us, don't want to support us the way that we should be supported. And sometimes, that's what part of being an American. You can go wherever you want to go.
I understand.
And as far as activism, you know what Kenya and everybody knew about what Porsha was doing. And how do you know Kenya didn't get the invitation? Because you don't know Kenya. But Kenya was going through her own stuff with Mark and stuff like that.
How did we get on Kenya?
Yeah.
No,
and
Marcella,
so you don't know that Kenya at that time.
Wait. Don't let me mute everyone's mics. Don't let me mute everyone's mic. As I said before, this was only a lunch break conversation. Last minute thoughts, and I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to start with Marcella. First of all, Marcella, thank you for calling in. With last minute thoughts, quickly, please.
Yeah, let's just support everybody and keep watching. Just keep watching. And I love your show, and I'm going to continue to share it with the people I know. And my people on my page love it too. 12K, so congratulations.
Marcella. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Miriam, last minute thoughts.
Last minute thoughts. When I said that she didn't include Kenya, I was talking about the activism, about when she came back from prison. That was an opportunity that she missed. And again, when we give up and we go after the fast dollar, it's a disservice to the cause. Porsha, I understand everybody wants to make money. She is making money. So I don't think this will really make or break her pocket in the short term, maybe, but not in the long term. And just because she chose to hold the flag of activism and Black Lives Matter, I really think it should have been a Black-owned publishing house. And really, this thought came to my mind when you mentioned it.
Now. I know. I know where it came from. Miriam, thank you so much for calling in. We'll be live again after 4 p.m. to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and what'd you say?
5 or 4?
4.
Oh God, 4. I will be first 10 minutes off.
No, that's fine. It's fine. We're gonna probably be live for a good over an hour. Anyways, guys, thank you, Miriam, for calling in.
A side note, the T that called, his voice is so much alike Sanjay's voice.
I know. I was like, Sanjay?
Really? You too?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not only
Thank you, Miriam. All right. First of all, thank you, Danielle, for the super chat. Happy Thursday. Thank you for the reminder, because I'm like, what day is it? Don't forget, a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, will be available tomorrow. Shout out to everyone that called in. Look, I know a lot of you have a side that you want to choose. I'm not picking sides, because you should be team you at the same way that I'm team me all day, every day. I want us to be able to have a respectful, informational, funny, fun conversation about these housewives, about reality TV, and about these hot topics. As you know, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Decided to do a lunch break afternoon tea. Thank you to everyone for the super chat. Shout out to my moderator. Shout out to everyone that was here for this conversation. Appreciate you. And again, shout out to my girl Fem Taro. If you have not seen our newest collaboration on her YouTube channel, we are dissecting Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Go on over to her page, like her page. Not like, subscribe to her page, like the video, and comment and let us know who you want us to read next. She reads the cards, I read them for Phil. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out again to everyone that supports the channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe, support the channel, like the video. Let me know your thoughts on anything that the callers had to say. We examined Porsha's 3 weddings. We talked about dowries. We talked about Nigerian customs for weddings. We learned a lot this afternoon. I love it. I will be watching and continuously reporting on some of your favorite hot topics. And let me know if there's stories that you want us to cover. There's no way that we can cover every single story. I know there's a T.I. story out there. I know there's a Kim Kardashian story out there right now. There's just so many stories to cover, but I want to make sure that we are prioritizing the hot topics that you want to hear from me and from our callers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll be back after 4 p.m. to dissect, to break down the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion, the Real Housewives of New York, because we didn't get to talk about that this week. Be sure to turn on your notifications. We already posted the link, so be sure to check that out. Again, shout out to everyone that decided to tune in. I appreciate you for being here. I'll see you later.